Steve, always a pleasure to speak with you. I unfortunately missed you in Toronto. I got a chance to talk to Jonathan and
Yeah.
Peter there.
Mhm.
So this film has been sitting with me for some time, and it's so interesting because uh, this character has so many. There's so many like different ways to look at him. Like, there's a sadness, there's an ennui, there's so many things about trying to find himself. So where did you start with him in this real story? Because it's nice to have a penguin that saves you, but it's also nice to save yourself, I guess.
I guess I started with the fact that the story originally that Jeff wrote was had a guy who was basically a decent guy and who was trying to do the right thing and use the penguin to inspire these kids, and that was an interesting story. But we felt that it would be more interesting if we made my version of Tom less sympathetic, more of a cantankerous, cynic, narcissist, a guy who just wanted to have a good time, who was disengaged from the world, didn't really care for animals or humans, let alone kids, and that he just wanted to keep his head down, have a drink, meet some beautiful women, doesn't care about anything else. And of course, he accidentally adopts a penguin because he's trying to impress a woman, and the woman takes off, and he's left with the penguin. So he then has to and doesn't particularly want the penguin, but the penguin gets under his skin, and circumstances prevail that it starts to change his outlook on the world, and that has a ripple effect. He has a kind of a catharsis where he an epiphany, if you like, and starts to re-engage with the world, re-engage with the world around him. It's set against this military dictatorship. He re-engages with the world, with the kids, and realizes that in actual fact, when you're helping people and doing the right thing, it makes you feel good too. And that's precisely what happens to Tom. And it's all because he accidentally adopts a penguin.
Right. Well, I always look about this. There's all these movie moments, but I want to ask: have you ever had like a walkabout, a time where you or someone who helped you kind of connect your world, or were you lost at any point somewhere along the way, and somewhere, a place, or someone, or something made it all happen again?
I think I've had inspirational teacher. I had a teacher who helped me ask questions, that said it was healthy to ask questions of authority and what you're told. Um, but later in life, I think seeing people who, I was on a career trajectory. I wanted to make it in show business, and I was driven, and sometimes you can lose sight of stuff when you're in the thick of that. And you know, 10 years or so ago, I'd meet someone who was running a place trying to help people who are on Skid Row, and you look at him and thinking, it's that guy, and yet he's just spending his life devoted to others. And I now help those people out when I can. But that's the kind of thing where you start to make sure that you what your priorities are, and so I try to get the balance right. I'm not just chasing something for the sake of it. I try to and also I try to tell stories that reach as many people as possible, but they're not just dumb. They've got some substance to them. There's something
Right.
to think about afterwards, and also to show people that thinking about things seriously is not like medicine. Like the teacher that I play in the movie, is you know, that learning and being a proactive, engaging with society and trying to make a difference is enjoyable. It's not like hard work if you get it right.
Right. I also want to ask, how do you like? What do you think about the vehicle of, the personal story, how his outlook of the rest of the country and the war and all the things there? How do you like the vehicle of him trying to encapsulate that in his own circle while having it out there being oppressing,
It,
pushing down on
it,
him?
it's a good question, because when you're in a very bleak situation, which is overwhelming, and you feel like you have no control, or the world is changing around you and you feel disconnected with it, it's very easy to retreat into a shell and just like think, just I'm just going to protect myself. But you have to engage with the world, and you have to stand up for what you believe in. And but more important than that, you have to be nice to the person in front of you. You know, yeah, try and be kind, because not just for the sake of it, but because it's all roads lead to Rome. What goes around comes around. You know, if you put it out there, it'll come back. Karma. I believe in all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's just um, that he does that with the pupils, but he also says, I'm going to try and, and sometimes that's standing up to bullies. Sometimes standing up to bullies is scary, you know. It's not easy. Otherwise, everyone would do it, right?
Right, right. Yeah, well, that's a problem with justice. Justice, it costs a little bit. There's a little blood when it comes to that too. So, well, I want to thank you so much. It's always a pleasure talking to you. You've been a standpoint in my life as well. Indian in the cover was huge. I might have the last actual Hamlet 2 Rock Me Sexy Jesus T-shirt that someone still wears out there. So people still ask
That's
me.
I'm so pleased that movie's such a slow burner. You know, but it's really, I guess that the people in the street, even here in New York, waiters, people doing regular jobs, they come up to me and go, I love Hamlet too. That's what Emma Stone said to me when she feels a little like down, or she watches the Hamlet 2 with her boyfriend to cheer herself up. It's like, I love I like it when a movie has a long shelf life, you know. I didn't get rich from it, but I had a lot of fun doing it. And the fact that you can't ask for anything more than just bringing joy into people's lives in a funny way, and lifting them up. And especially when they're people you don't know, it's like that's a gift.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the gift, and I hope everyone in your world is happy and healthy. Be good.
Ciao.